Hi everyone, welcome to this very exciting podcast series. I am your host Pranoy. Just to give a little background about myself, I live in Canada with my wife. I work in the IT industry as a software engineer, and I've been practicing spirituality since over a year now. Meghna has been my spiritual teacher, she has been my guru, and the wisdom and guidance I've gotten from her has totally transformed my life. And this podcast series is just a way to ensure that her wisdom and her light reaches a wider audience. I hope you enjoy this very first episode. Thank you. Hi, Meghna. I know we have been brainstorming about this podcast since a long time, and finally it has come to fruition. The intent of this podcast is obviously to share your wisdom with a wider audience. I have learned so much from you that has propelled me on my spiritual journey, and I want the audience to sort of get the same help and assistance and guidance needed to start their spiritual journey.
Thank you, Pranoy. I'm really looking forward to doing this.
Before we begin, I just wanted to ask you if you could share your experience, share a bit about your background, what you do, what's your mission.
So, I work with the light bodies of people. So, light bodies is also akin to working with energy of people. And my main focus is to raise the kundalini of the individuals I work with. And in the bargain, a lot of traumatic energies which are stored in the energetic field also get released. That makes a lot of space for light to come in. We are being flooded by light continuously since 2012. The ascension process started taking off with a bang on Earth. So, my role main is that when we are working with the Kundalini energies, we are also balancing the masculine and the feminine part of the individual. So, I assist in doing that. And I'm a star seed, I'm from the planet Lyra. The energy was balanced on Earth. That is the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies. So the wounded patterns that we see now were not there at that time at all. When the islands of Lemuria and Atlantis drowned, the consciousness of the earth started falling down from a fifth dimensional status to a third dimensional status that we are in at this moment. Now, all the star seeds and all the light workers are getting a nudge from the divine, from the masters, to start working with themselves so that they can contribute more constructively in raising the consciousness of the earth. That is what we are here for, all the light workers, all the star seeds. And that will happen when each individual starts getting in touch with their divine feminine within. When they start getting in touch with their heart, right now the dictate is more to listen to the mind, what the logical mind says. That is how everything moves. So many people lost their light, their connection to their heart during these times when the consciousness of the earth fell. But now, since the awakening process has got speeded up and lots of guidance and lots of people started awakening at the same time, because the soul nudges you to start awakening at some point of time in your life. That is when you start getting in touch with your heart. You start listening to your feelings, to your emotions. You start honoring yourself. You start listening to your intuition, which becomes louder and louder. As you start honoring yourself, you start choosing yourself. You don't allow the dictates of the wounded masculine energy to lead your way, which has been happening all this while. So, my role is basically to balance the masculine and the feminine energies on earth. I am a divine feminine myself, so I have a lot of support from the goddesses and from the ascended masters.
So, to put it briefly, you are a spiritual teacher, you're a spiritual healer, you're a spiritual channeler, and your goal is to balance the masculine and feminine energies on earth as well as elevate the Earth consciousness back to 5D.
Absolutely. And that can only happen when you start balancing the masculine and the feminine energies within each individual. So they start get coming into balance, and those frequencies start traveling into the Earth's grid lines, and the consciousness starts to
Okay.
rise.